here today, I realize how fortunate I was to have him as my father. His beautiful smile, warmth, and outstanding personality touched us in so many ways. He was a loving husband to my mother, an inspiration and a role model to my sisters and I. And if I were to start describing all of his qualities, I think we would be here for quite a while. We found out of his illness in mid-January this year, and we thought we would have at least a good few months or at least a year with him. But unfortunately, we didn't. We only got a few weeks. And while it has taken us all by surprise, we can only take consolation in the fact that the shorter time meant that he had to suffer less. The warm wishes and words of kindness that we have been receiving over the past days from all over the world is humbling, as it goes to show that my father touched so many lives all over the world. I'd like to briefly share his life journey with you. He was born in Mumbai in 1939 and was the fourth out of 8 siblings. At a young and tender age of 18, he was drafted into the family business, which his elder brother, late Sri Hansraj Kanji Rajpopat from Japan, had started. Him and his brothers worked hard to build the family business and brought it to its peak, which is known to many as the Raj Group of companies. My father was a quick learner, and in his short stay in Japan between 1962 and 1965, he learned Japanese and learned the ropes of the trade from his eldest brother. Thereafter, he was posted to take over the family office in Kabul, Afghanistan from his brother Sri Mehul Raj. In his 17 years of being in Afghanistan from 1965 to 1982, he not only attained success in business, but he attained respect and led the Indian community in Kabul in various capacities. He believed strongly in serving others first. He was a philanthropist and devoted his life to helping those in need. Being a prominent member of the Indian community in Kabul on both the social and business fronts, he was well respected and forged strong ties with government officials in the Afghan government, the staff, and members of the Indian Embassy and the United Nations, many of whom were still in touch with him till the recent past, till his passing. During the dark days of the Russian invasion of Afghanistan in 1979, he chose to continue staying in Kabul, whilst many were leaving the country out of fear. My sisters tell me, and they still remember the days that they had to take cover in underground bunkers to avoid the bombings and shellings from the Russian fire. During this time, he selflessly always made himself available to those who needed help for medical evacuation, financial assistance, or to provide food and shelter to many who were caught in the crossfires. In 1982, when the Indian Embassy ordered all Indian citizens to forcefully leave the country, he left Kabul and started a new chapter in his life and moved to Singapore. Many of you sitting here today know him from that time, 1982, when he brought all of us here. Here he established a new office under the Raj Group, and he continued to deal with Afghan traders through Iran, Dubai, and expanded the business into many new markets in Southeast Asia, Africa, Europe, and the US. He served on the board of the Indian Chamber of Commerce and was an active member of many other trade organizations. He loved to travel and meet people from all walks of life and encouraged my sisters and I to do the same. Besides establishing the family business, he quickly integrated himself into the community here and made his mark by serving the community selflessly. His involvement with the Gujarati community gave him great pleasures. He was always enthusiastic about being part of the Navratri festivities here in Singapore and would make it a point to come back to Singapore from Ahmedabad every year in order to be part of the Navratri. He served as the president of the Singapore Gujarati Society for 3 years and has since served in various capacities over the years. Most recently was his tenure as SGS governor. I can say with pride that my father was a godly soul. His smile, his warmth will always remain in all our hearts forever. Papa, please always look down on us and always shower your blessings. I have very big shoes to fill. And please bless me that I can live my life just the way you did. At this point, I'd like to thank Team SGS and all the volunteers who came forward to giving our family the courage and warmth through their multiple services during these hard times in the past 2 weeks. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Although I'm the only son of the family, my brother-in-law, my wife, sisters, my cousin brothers, niece, nephews, my father's siblings, Manukaka, Naina Faiba, the Thakkar family, Mashru family, Somaya family, Ilafai, my father-in-law Raju Bhai, and Yogesh Bhai who came from Ahmedabad, have all filled in the gaps that I alone could not have shouldered during these hard times. My heartfelt thanks to all of you. Jai Shri Krishna.